me draw a vertical line. Can you see that the RSI reached the 70 level here? So this was an indication that if the market goes above this point, if it goes above this point, then I'd have to sell until it comes to this level. So every time when it goes through this level, I'd have to look for a sell signal and put this level where it reached the 70 line as my take profit. The opposite would apply for a buy signal. In this case, we have a sell signal. So I mostly work with pips. There is not necessarily a perfect entry for this strategy, because I believe that it's not about where you get in, but where you get out. So I target 100 pips. So if, for example, my take profit, this line is 0.7267. This is where the RSI reached the 70 line. So this will be my take profit. So if it's at 0.7267, I know that I'd enter my trade at 0.7367. 0.7367. Somewhere around here. And what I like doing is, if the market goes 2 times against me, for example, here, I entered here, then it goes against me for 100 pips. I cannot just leave. Imagine the market goes against you by 700 pips, then it comes back to hit your 10 pips profit. We will not trade like that. So if, remember, I'm entering this trade at 0.02. So if the market goes against me for another 100 pips, then I'll place another trade, the second trade here. So then it means now I've got 2 trades running. The first one here, the second one here. And then their take profit is here on 0.7267. So as you can see, the market did come back to hit my take profit. So it means I got 100 pips from the first trade, then 200 pips from the second trade. That's 300 pips. That's 300 pips. Let me do calculations on the side. $0.02 times 100 pips, that's $20. So you would have made $20 on the first trade. Second trade, 0.02 times 200 pips. That's $40 profit. So all in all, you have got $60 profit. Remember, we are using a $100 account. We are using a $100 account. And you did not over leverage. No. We placed 0.02 here. Then it went against us by 100 pips. So we were at $20 loss here. Then we placed another trade. Then the market came to hit our take profit. You can see that we have already achieved about 60% of monthly return, even though we were initially targeting only 20%. So it's much safer to target 20%. It's much safer to target 20% rather than targeting 300%. You make 300% in 3 days, then the next day you blow it all. That's not trading. That's pure gambling. That's pure gambling. So if you want to be a consistent and profitable trader, You have to learn to master patience. You have to learn to target low returns, because that is one of the things, one of the reasons why traders fail, why 95% of traders fail, because somebody targets 1,000%. Like, if you make 1,000% a month, it means you'll be a millionaire starting with $100 account. Within 8 months, you'll be a millionaire, multi-millionaire. Oh. So don't be fooled by these guys who are busy posting screenshots. And guys, I'm not beefing with anyone. I'm just talking in general. I'm not directing any of my opinions to anyone. I'm just speaking about trading in general. If you want to be a consistent and profitable trader, please learn to target low returns. I know it's boring. I know most of my students telling me, we want a scalping strategy. We can't wait for a month. You have to wait for a month. This is investing. This is investing. If you want to make money now, go play the lotto or poker. Yes, there are a lot of guys that make serious money on poker. There are many millionaires in poker, so you are more than welcome to go there. Not in trading. You won't survive a month with that 0.15 on $100 account mentality and 300% target. No. That is why people say trading is a scam, because they come here and expect 300%. When they don't get it, they start complaining. No. There are people who are targeting 30% return a year. 30% return a year. So you are lucky, because you have got a strategy that enables you to get 20% a month. That's way better. That's way better. So this was our first trade last year, March. But then what if we did not reach our take profit? This trade did not reach our take profit. As I said, this is not a holy grail. So there is a method that we use to exit trades. How do we know when our trade is not profitable? How do we know when to exit at a loss? If, for example, remember, when the RSI reaches the overbought level, it means what? We must look for a sell. So if the RSI goes to the oversold level, it means we must look for a buy. So the minute you still have a trade and the RSI gives you an opposite signal, it means you must get out. So if, for example, I place this trade here, then immediately after that, the RSI reached the oversold level, it means I'll get out here. Regardless of whether it's a profit or loss, I get out. So if the RSI goes to the opposite level, it means you must get out. You can see here it reached the opposite level, but we had already hit our take profit. Then it gave there was another signal here. Yeah. But we would not enter this one. Why? Because it's not 100 pips. From here to here, it's not 100 pips. And would we enter this one? No. We would not enter it, even though it's about 100 pips. It's about 100 pips, but we would not enter it. Why? Because the market must not have went back to the level where it was when the RSI reached the overbought or oversold level. For example, here we only placed the trade here because the market didn't come back to hit this level. So here, if you can look here, the market went down, then came back to retest that level, then went down. So that's not a valid signal. That's not a valid signal. So we will not enter it, even though it did take profit, but we would not know that it would hit take profit. So we would not enter it. Then here, Can you see that now? It's here. It reached the overbought level here. So here, the RSI reached the overbought level. That was a sign that if the market goes above this level, we must sell, right? And we target 100 pips. So if it's at 0.7349, it means we would enter at 0.7449, 0.7449 here. So we would enter here, our first trade. Then the market, remember we're targeting 100 pips here. Then can you see that now the number of pips from here to here is the same as number of pips from here to there. So I said we place a second trade. We place a second trade. Place a second trade here. So now we have got the first trade at a loss of $20. Then we place another trade here. Then immediately after placing that trade, can you see that the market came back to hit our take profit? And immediately after hitting our take profit, the Menzo, not the Menzo, I'm thinking about correlation. Immediately after hitting our take profit, it came to the other side, giving you an opposite signal. Then it gave you an opposite signal somewhere around here. So this was a sign that if the market continues to go down, we should buy and place this level as our take profit. So remember we're targeting 100 pips, so it's 0.7391. It means our trade would have to be entered at 0.7291. 0.7291 here. So we would place our first trade here. Then can you see that now the same from here to here is the same as from here to here. It's about 100 pips. So we would enter another trade somewhere around here as the second trade. We do not have a third trade. We do not have a third trade because we do not want to get to a point whereby we are over leveraging. We do not want to over leverage. So then the market was in a negative. It was in a negative, then it came back. Still in a negative, because this is our first trade, second trade, negative. It's still in a negative. We don't get out, even though the market has been playing hide and seek for about 23 days. Why do we not get out? Because our exit signal has not yet been met. We only exit if the RSI goes to the opposite level. So right now we don't have any reason to exit. Can you see that here? The RSI nearly gave us another signal, but we would not enter it. Remember, we still have those two trades floating. Then on the first, see what happened on the first. That spike caused the RSI. What did I do? Yeah. So that spike caused the RSI to reach the 70 level. So that was a sign that it's giving us an opposite signal. We must get out since it's giving us an opposite signal. So we would get out here. That's if you saw it, because that was a quick move. It took less than 8 hours, but yeah, I think you would have saw it. So if you were lucky enough to have seen this, it means you'd get out somewhere around here and it would give you break even. If you get out here, it would give you break even because you would lose 50 pips on this one, then gain 50 pips on this one, then give you a break even. But then if maybe you saw it about 8 hours later when it was here, then you lose about $20 on that one, then about $5 on this one. That's still reasonable. That's still reasonable. So we wait for a signal. There's no signal now. You will not enter this one. It was too volatile. I think there were news. Yes. There were news. I think it was Brexit. Was it Brexit? Oh, sorry. Yes, here. There is another signal here. There is another signal. So that is a sign that if the market continues to go up 100 pips, you must enter. So our level is 0.7371. Here, 0.7371. Then it means you would enter at 0.7471. 0.7471. Somewhere around here. Yes. So that's a sign that if the market goes 100 pips above this, meaning here, then we must enter a sell. Then what happened? The market did go up. Then we entered here. And so we would have no reason to enter a second trade here. We would not enter. We would just have one trade. Then it came back and hit our take profit. No, there was no signal. Then there is a signal here. You see, you have another signal. It's here. Because the RSI is the 70 line here. Therefore, there should be here. So, this is a sign that if the market goes above this point, we must place a trade. 100 pips above, we will place a sell. So if it is 0.7423, we will place a sell at 0.7523. Somewhere around here. So we place the sell, put this level as our take profit, then boom, take profit. Then immediately after hitting take profit, we have got a signal. The market reached the oversold level here, which means if it continues to go down, you must place a buy signal. Then it went down by, was it? But this was not enough pips. Can you see here? What happened? The market went down, then came back to retest that level. But it didn't give us 100 pips here. So we would not enter. We would not enter. Then it tried to give us a signal here. But still we would not enter this one. Why? Because it did retest. It did come back to that level and retest. So we want a trade where the market just passes and doesn't come back. These ones are very dangerous. Although they can be profitable, but they are very dangerous. So yeah, if you can check this here, the market would have went about 100 pips against you. No, we would not enter here. We would enter, because here it came down and did a retest. So we would consider this one. So we would enter somewhere around here. Then it will hit take profit. The OVER-RSI was one of the most consistent pairs with the strategy. Please take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. We would not enter here, it was too fast. This one we would not have seen it. This one, let me see. So here, can you see that this spike is the one that caused the RSI to reach the 30 line. So it means our line, our red line, has to be at the bottom of that candle. So it's very important to know where your line will be, because your line determines your take profit. And if your take profit is incorrect, it means you will stay in a trade while you should have been long out of that trade. So yeah, this is a sign that if the market continues to go down, we must get out. But then here it came back again to retest, so we will not enter this one. Even though it came and hit our take profit, but we will not enter. But this is one of the most consistent strategies, I believe. I did some back testing. There are a lot of pairs. I think there are about 10 pairs that work with this strategy. I think there is NZD, USD, OVER-RSI, Euro, US dollar, Swiss, Euro Audi, I'll check. And Euro Swiss, Euro card Swiss. Yeah, US dollar card, I think. Yes, I think so. So these are some of the pairs that work hand in hand with the strategy. This strategy doesn't work on all pairs. It doesn't work on JPY pairs. Don't ever try it on JPY pairs. And it doesn't work on GBP pairs. It doesn't work on GBP pairs. Although I think it does work on GBP USD only. But the other GBP card, don't try it. Only GBP USD. JPY pairs, don't trade them. They are too volatile. You can't trade a pair that moves 300 pips a day. No, you can't. You can't. That is too volatile. That is too volatile. Imagine 300 pips with 0.02. One mistake, you are at a $60 loss. No, you can't trade those pairs. So do some back testing on these pairs. Do some back testing on these pairs. And remember to follow my YouTube channel, Hemen Tladi, or to follow me on Facebook, Hemen Seaman Tladi. This is the OVER-RSI strategy. I've invested a lot of my time in this strategy, and I hope that it will benefit you. I hope it will add to your learning. There is more to learn, and I hope you do not become complacent, because the market is too wide. There is a lot to take in, and I believe that one can never get to a point where they say, I know all there is to know about the market. I don't think even the guys at Wall Street know everything about the market. So this is simple. You just stick to the rules. When it's time to get out, you get out. When it's time to get in, you get in. When it's time to take all your money and run, you do just that. But I think someone once said that trading is 70% psychology. That is true. That is true. You have to fix your psychology first. Psychology meaning you have to learn to be patient. You have to learn to be patient. You cannot place a trade now and get out at 9. Imagine buying shares at Vodacom at 9 a.m., selling them at 5 p.m. Little things are out. So, and again, target low returns. Please don't target 1000% return just because you want to make $1 million next month. I'm sure I normally see articles where they say make $1 million in 8 months. The strategy to make $1 million in 8 months from 1 rand. So they say you start with 1 rand, then you take it to 2 rand. Then tomorrow you take that 2 rand, to 4 rand. Then you take that 4 rand to 8 rand. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. You think it's easy to achieve 100% a day? Hey, don't be so dreams, please. If you want to make 1 million, then make sure that your account is 2 million so that you'll target 50% there. Or if you want to make 1 million, deposit 10 million and target 10% a month. You cannot deposit the $100 account and expect to make a fortune. Please. So guys, I hope that you use this strategy. I hope you practice it. It doesn't matter whether it's a good strategy or not. Even if it's a good strategy, as long as you do not practice, you will not reap the benefits. Practice 24/7. Don't practice 1 hour a day and then expect to get results that will last you for a month. You practice for 1 hour, then you expect $6,000 that will last you for a month. They must be proportionate. If you want to make $100, then put in 100 hours. If you want to make $1,000, then put in $1,000. Put in 1,000 hours. $1 at a time. So anyway, Sharp, you are more than welcome to share the strategy with your friends. It's freely available. For any questions, Facebook, or you can comment on this video on YouTube. I will answer your questions. Sharp.